E agora o Rodrigo volta com a segunda parte da matéria da banca na Fest Comix 2010.
Well, how's your view of things today? God young to fade away. The sinners sin but aren't aware. Our fables take us everywhere. I can't keep up with you. I can't keep up.
Tenho a honra de conhecer aqui o desenhista de ninguém mais, ninguém menos que o Tex, Civitelli, que está lançando esse belíssimo álbum. Dá uma olhada só. Sobre o que é esse álbum? Do que fala? Essa história, do que se trata?
Não é uma história.
Não, sim, do que se trata?
É antologia, se pode dizer, de todo o meu trabalho durante 25 anos de trabalho a Tex. Uma vida a Tex.
Uma vida dedicada ao Tex, né? E como é que foi? Como começou o seu trabalho? Como é que você conheceu o Tex e começou a trabalhar com o Tex?
Desculpe, eu falo italiano.
Sim, mas está ótimo, está todo mundo entendendo perfeitamente, eu acho.
Vabbè, io lavoravo per Bonelli a Mr. No, un personaggio ambientato in Amazzonia, un personaggio molto bello. È stato Bonelli, Sergio Bonelli, che mi ha chiesto di poter fare Tex. Questo nel 1984.
84?
Sì, 84. E sono più di 25 anni che mi dedico a Tex. Questo è una specie di regalo che mi ha fatto l'amico Dorival Vitor Lopez di Mitos per festeggiare i miei 25 anni a Tex e il mio arrivo in Brasile per la prima volta, primera vez in Brasile.
Accused him of a moral slip. Well, he came back and claimed a change. I know his life's the same again. I can't ask him again. I should let...
Falamos de Tex e agora vamos falar de outro clássico dos quadrinhos, né? Fantasma. E para falar de Fantasma eu tô aqui com o Dead Edson, que estava me contando aqui antes de começar a entrevista. Quantos anos que você coleciona e faz coisas ligadas ao Fantasma?
Mais ou menos 65 anos já, desde que eu era garotinho, né?
E o que é essa exposição que você fez aqui? Conta pra gente.
A exposição ela é a cenografia do que tem do conteúdo das histórias do fantasma. No caso, por exemplo, aqui é o trono onde o fantasma senta para ministrar justiça. Aqui atrás tem o tesouro, porque o personagem o fantasma, ele mora numa caverna e ele lá tem um tesouro que ele acumulou com o passar dos anos e esse dinheiro ajuda ele a combater o crime, né?
Eu tava quase indo embora aqui, encontrei o Klebs e me falaram... É o David Lloyd que tá ali mesmo, não?
É o David Lloyd, desenhista do V de Vingança, entre outros trabalhos, que já trabalhou com Alan Moore. Vamos ver se a gente fala com ele aqui rapidinho.
Vamos comigo, me ajuda, vamos lá. Então vamos tentar trocar uma ideia com o homem aqui. Yeah. What are you thinking about this place in here and about comics? Your first time here? No, it's not your first time, it's your second time here, no?
No, it's the third time here.
Third time.
The first time I was here was I was researching the book on Sao Paulo I did for Casa 21. Second time promoting it. This time I'm here for the same kind of purpose, which is to promote Kickback, which is a graphic novel of mine, which has received a Brazilian edition. And I'm really, this is the first real Brazilian convention I've been to. I didn't been to any of them before, and it's a lot of energy here. It's great. It's only the first day, of course, Friday, but I'm enjoying it here, and it looks great. And there's a lot of people with enthusiasm buying books. So I'm good. It's good to be here, and I'm glad to be here.
How was do that job about São Paulo, about that book about São Paulo? was good to you? São Paulo is a crazy city, no?
Well, it was a challenge, and I thought long and hard about doing it. I'd never done anything like that before. I was really fascinated by the challenge of it. To look at a city, especially one as important and big as São Paulo. But I thought it was worth taking up. I enjoyed doing the job. There was a lot to see when I came here. It's not like one of the smaller cities of Brazil. So I took a very long tour. I was taken on a very long tour to see everything that might give me material. And when I went back home to England to actually do the book, I spent a lot of time researching and using the notes and the photography that I had gathered from here. And I was really fascinated by it. It was very difficult to select the amount of stories and pictures that I wanted to use. But I think what I did was use the things that were important to me, that I thought were important about the place, which is, the great energy of the people, the great things that there are in São Paulo, but also the great injustices in São Paulo. The great division between rich and poor, which in my opinion is completely unnecessary. You have so great resources here in Brazil and São Paulo, and they should be used. Everybody should get a chance to benefit from what you have here. So I enjoyed it, and I'm glad to be back. It's nice to be back in this city again.
You're always welcome here.
Oh, well, thank you very much, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Quer fazer uma pergunta?
Mr. Lloyd, how do you feel about the industry in general these days compared when we just started back in the 70s and the 80s?
Well, I know nothing about the Brazilian situation, but in America...
I mean America and European...
in American European situation, I don't think too much has changed. I would wish that a lot more had changed. I think a lot of small press and independent publications should have more space on the bookshelves to show their work, and I know that's the same here in Brazil. There are lots of really interesting... one of the things that I was shown in the early times I came here was to see the work that was being done by the small press and the indie press, and there's some great stuff, and it deserves exposure. And I think in America and in Europe and here also, too much space is taken up by the big companies. It's popular, but there is lots of really great stuff in the small press, and it needs more exposure, needs more shelf space, and I really think that needs more exposure. And of course, I know you run a school. Yeah. You help new guys get into business, and if they need exposure. Yeah. They can't immediately get to be employed by big companies like Marvel and DC or the bigger publishers in Brazil. So they need exposure and they need help, and so that stuff has to get on the bookshelves, and I think that's really important.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and have a good time here.
Well, thanks. Thank you very much.